Some people are really happy at 250, 500,000, $1 million. And that's awesome, right? But then the next question is, how do you do that in a great way? I want to make a bigger impact. And how do you do that? You can't make a bigger impact by, working inside a company. I think that's still extremely important as far as I want to build another organization because I think it's incredibly fun to do. I just like building. Some people build houses. Some people build trinkets in their basement. I like building businesses, right? And it's because it's so dynamic. I felt like, round one, I got so many lessons. And now I get to take those lessons. They cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars and years. And now I get to help others. So I have a few consulting clients I help with different things. I have the pistachio technology, which again is to help, sort of goes in conjunction sometimes with some of the contractors that are on it, is like some of them don't know how to price things, right? They don't understand pricing. And that's what
many don't.
Like they're like, is this too high? And they're like charging, like someone was charging, way too little for a lawn, right? And it's like, no. Like this is where the market's at. Like you can charge 40% more and then you're at market. Like,
yep. And you're not high of the market. You're at average of the market then.
And by the way, like I can tell you without knowing anything else about your business that you're losing money or you're better off working at Quick Trip. Like if you're charging that amount, like you could go to Quick Trip and make $22 an hour and you're netting less than $22 an hour with that price. And by the way, you're not just sitting there checking people out. You're doing something that requires more.
Yeah, you're working your ass out. You're stressed off. You're probably jeopardizing your marriage or your parenting or whatever else you got going on because you're never home and you're not making any money working as hard as you are.
Yeah. And so I basically identified what were some of the biggest issues we had and started to create solutions for those. And they are hyper specific and extremely detailed because I had the issue. The tools and the things I'm creating are not because I was sitting at a bar and I thought of it. Like, oh, I thought this is an issue and maybe I should try to go solve it. It's like, I know the intricacies of exactly what I'm solving, why I'm solving it. And part of it is people aren't there yet. And so you actually have to educate them on like, you're going to run into this issue. This tool helps you solve this issue today, so you don't run into the issue tomorrow, or it allows you to achieve your goals quicker.
You don't sit in that purgatory just going in freaking spin cycle forever.
Correct. Yeah. And so that's one of the things I love doing is helping other people. And actually, like, part of it too is you have to validate everything that you've learned and give it another rep, right? Like at some point, not everyone's meant to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone's meant to grow like we did, or, some people are really happy at 250, 500,000, $1 million. And that's awesome, right? But then the next question is, how do you do that in a great way, right? So that may change the advice, but like most of it's still in the same principles. We just want to make sure you're going to meet your goals. However, if you want to grow to 10 million, like, okay, then you expect a lot of suffering, right? Like over what time? Like if you want to go 10 million over 20 years, like probably not going to have to suffer too much. You'll be fine. You go a little bit, you're going to learn some lessons, get some structure in place. You're going to have a legacy, you're going to have 20 years of being in business by that point. That's going to be a lot easier than trying to, jam from 780 to 5 million in 4 years. And so acknowledging the facts of the situation, the desires, and trying to put that picture together as best you can for the people, which includes, doing a lot of, asking questions and first of all, clarifying what they want. Oftentimes they don't even know.
Hey, home service heroes. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.